those barriers. So we have a partnership with our hotline. So we have our 866 Our Vote hotline. If you see Sarah Tanae, she has on our shirt. It's a hotline that we run nationally and year-round. Literally every primary election this season, we have been live. So if I have bags under my eyes, you know why. So we have our 866 Our Vote hotline that's run live during primary season. On election days, it's live as well. And we have a partnership with Naleo for our Spanish hotline, and also we have an Asian hotline as well. And we also have included since 2016 an air hotline for folks who are calling in so they can get the information they need. All right, so we have a lot of field programs this year, hence the max. So we have 30 field programs where we're doing programs like this, where we come in and we do trainings around election protection. We have people on the ground who are monitoring what's happening on election day, or there's coalitions who are dispatching out to the field to go to different precincts and report back to state, local, and national partners. So we have 30 programs and counting. I'm sure that there will be more that's going to be added. I think our dream is to actually cover the entire United States, but it's a capacity thing. So we enjoy working with our partners like LDF to help with that coverage of states where they want to do programs, because they're noticing that, you know what, there are things happening in their localities, and they want to be able to make sure that people have, you know, the right to exercise their voice through democracy. All right, so the EP infrastructure. So we have our 866 Our Vote hotline. So that's where people can call in. You can call in 24/7. However, after hours, it's not answered, it goes to voicemail. We make sure we return calls within 48 hours. We also have our volunteer management database, where we're able to collect the data of who's actually calling in to our hotline, where do we have people who are wanting to volunteer, and where can we have programs, and what type of information do we need to get out to the public. And then after post-election, we do a lot of reporting. So as Sekou mentioned, that we did the National Commission for Voting Rights hearing here in 2014 that covered 5 states, so Kentucky, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Tennessee. And with that information, we've been able to do a lot of great work advocacy in Kentucky on felony reenfranchisement, Oklahoma on criminal justice issues, Arkansas on criminal justice issues and their state voter ID issues. And West Virginia, they had a very interesting contested race, and they also was able to get automatic voter registration. So there's been a lot of great work and advocacy that came out of us gathering together and then talking about what's happening in the landscape of voting, and then how it multi-layers with other issues like criminal justice, environment, et cetera, and then building out from there. So the timeline of EP. So we have our primary elections, which we are live every major primary election. I feel like in May, we have been live. We have literally been live 3 Tuesdays in May, so the 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd. We get a break for Memorial Day weekend, yay, there's no elections. But we have definitely been live. So our timeline is that we're going from a primary issue, like what we had in Georgia, where they just wasn't processing because they thought they didn't have to do it on a National Voter Registration Day. Then we go into early voting, where we're also live. And then we have General Election Day, which is November 8th. I'm always excited because it's like basically right before my birthday, so either it's a good birthday or it's a really sad birthday. And then with our hotline, so we're active on basically all of those days. During the November 8th election, we have our call centers and our field programs. So in Tennessee, we will have our field program here based in Nashville, and we work with Sekou and other coalition partners that you all build together across the state, and we get to understand what's happening in the voting landscape, and if there's barriers that are happening, and we report out to our national coalition partners, our state coalition partners, to make sure we can mitigate the problems that are happening. So in our call centers, so in Tennessee we don't have a call center. I'm hoping that we can partner with some law schools to have a mini command center where we can have law students, grassroots, legal volunteers who will be able to help with issues. But we usually partner with some of our firms in New York. I believe we partner with Simpson and Thatcher for Tennessee, and we usually keep it the same folks because you all end up building a relationship with them. They know SACU, they know what flags you all want to hear about and how you want to respond, because you all are here on the ground and you have those first touch with voters. It's very different when you're satellite from another state, so we respect that. We want to be able to respond the way that you all deem necessary. So we build those connections, and then what they're doing in the call centers is they're being our eyes and ears, like you all are being our eyes and ears on the ground. When you all are calling into that hotline, they're being the eyes and ears, and they're identifying problems and they're flagging it, so we'll know on the ground and we know nationally what we need to like put some like muscle and some arm on to make sure that people are being able to exercise their rights. And I think it's mixing about some of the poll monitoring. So with our poll monitors, that we are election protection, we are nonpartisan poll monitors, so we do not work for the parties. We don't talk about party stuff, no party buttons, nobody needs to know your affiliation, because our goal is to make sure that every citizen has access to a ballot. And so, like you all are a part of the panel, some of you all, yeah y'all, yes. We come together, and we come together as nonpartisan volunteers to make sure that when we're helping out voters, people don't think that we're trying to sway their vote, that we're actually there to actually help folks. So we let them know that we're nonpartisan volunteers. We work with our election officials to let them know that we're going to be on the ground. We tell them what precincts we're working with. We make sure we have meetings with them so they'll know our protocols and they'll know our training and what we're looking for. And so we can also help build that relationship. So it's not that we're coming in as, oh, they're the bad guy, but it's like, how can we help each other help ourselves? So sometimes in some states, we work with election officials, and on election day, sometimes lines are super long. There's a lot going on, and they'll call us up and say, hey, can some of your poll monitors, can they become poll workers? And usually those are folks who are already done poll worker trainings with those localities, so they know the actual laws and the procedures as well. And we're just like, yeah, definitely, we're here to help. So assisting voters. So when I say assisting voters, this means that we're making sure that they know their rights. So we'll have voter education materials. As you